Hi, everyone. We are back with Shemi Ojeleye, and we just saw the community event that you did at the Kroc Center. How was that for you, passing out the backpacks to the kids and doing basketball drills with them?
I mean, it's always a blessing to be around kids. I think we're fortunate to be here on this platform. So, we try to remember that this is part of why we do it. It's to be able to get back and have an impact and, cheer them up, encourage them, and get them started on the right foot for the year.
It wasn't too long ago that we were actually covering you at Summer League in Vegas. What did you take from that experience and being a little bit more able to kind of be integrated into the offense?
Just being comfortable. I think that's the biggest thing I've tried to just, make progress in, through this summer, through this offseason, just being comfortable on the court, offensively, defensively, just knowing where to be, having a year of experience, being able to just think back on everything helped me to just relax out there and just have fun.
Now, one thing you need to work on, and we talked about this last year, was your opportunity to have a 3-and-D role on this team. You shot 32% from three last season. Over the offseason, how did that shot develop for you? How do you feel right now with that shot?
I mean, my shot feels it feels amazing right now. So
amazing is good.
It does. Yeah. I mean, I put in a lot of work with it, and my confidence is high. I think just going through last year, missing a lot of shots when I shot well in college, hit my confidence shooting-wise, but I kept shooting the ball, and, I think going through that will help me this year, no matter, ups and downs obviously come. So I think that'll just help me to just stay the course this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. 32% as a rookie when your minutes aren't exactly consistent throughout the season, you never know when you're going to check that game. That's not bad. So I assume that you're going to make a pretty significant jump in that department this year, especially you're saying that you feel amazing from three-point range right now. Where around the three-point arc are you most comfortable?
I mean, obviously the corner's a little shorter, and that's where I spend a lot of time, in the offense. So, those are shots that I feel comfortable shooting, and I've been working on, especially this summer.
What is the excitement level right now as you guys head into training camp tomorrow, getting both Gordon, Kyrie back, also Daniel Tice?
Right. We had a lot of injuries throughout the year last year, and a lot of guys that felt could have helped us, like Tice, like Gordon down the stretch, Kyrie down the stretch. So having everybody back and knowing how close we were to reaching our goals last year, I think it just makes everybody that much more focused going into training camp.
How do you personally stay ready? You look back at last season, kind of coming off the bench for the team and being able to be ready for when your number's called upon and trying to make the most of your minutes.
I mean, I think it's all in the preparation, like Coach says. You put in the work, you focus in your workouts, knowing that it's going to translate. You don't always know when, but I think everybody on this team knows that Coach uses us all. When we can help the team most. So whenever that time is, you don't know, but if you're ready for it, then I think we've all shown that we can help the team in those moments.
There's no better example of that as when you got called in to be a starter during that first round series last season. You guys wound up beating the Bucks, and you were a big part of that in your defensive abilities against Giannis. What was that like for you? As a rookie, you get thrown to the fire in the first round of the playoffs to guard one of the most unstoppable offensive forces in the league.
I remember the shoot around. He told me that morning that you might start tonight, you might not. That was surreal in itself. And then I finally get it confirmed. Like a meeting like 20 minutes before we go out to the court.
So he saved it until
the
last
minute.
He
did. He's like, yeah, you're good. You're starting tonight. So it's just a testament to stay ready. They always say that. They always say it, and I think sometimes you think that's just a saying they have or what they tell rookies, but it's true. And I try to always prepare as best I can, and thankfully it worked out, and I was able to do a good job and try to help my team win.
We talk about the defensive burst and the options that you give the team when you come into the game. Brad said during the offseason that he thinks that you can get even better at that end of the court, and you can be one of the elite defenders in the entire league. What do you think you can get better at that end of the court as opposed to what you brought to the court last season?
I think one, being more vocal. I think now that I have a year, I kind of know, what's going to happen out there and have more experience, in different situations. And then, trying to dictate to the offense, not so much trying to contain guys, but trying to dictate where they go and trying to apply pressure. So, going through a year playing, different guys and being in different situations and playing the playoffs just gives you experience and, more confidence.
You know the players now, right? You're going to be
right.
defending. You know their strengths and weaknesses. Yeah.
I know that your faith plays a huge part in your life. Just where does that come from, and how do you use that in your game?
My parents, they brought us up, believing in God, believing in Christ, having faith, and their story of how my father came here from another country and how they raised us and got through tough times is how my faith got established. So I took that with me to college. When I transferred, how I got here, how I got drafted. So I think it's a daily thing, knowing that each day has its own challenge and each time in your life has its own challenge. So if you believe in something that keeps you strong, I think having faith in my abilities alone or in working hard alone just isn't enough sometimes. So when you have faith, when I have that foundation, it helps me to just know that no matter what, it's going to work out. It's going to be for the best.
Different type of belief, but what do you believe about this team?
I believe we have the talent obviously to win, and I think we have the kind of guys with the character that kind of put their egos aside to benefit the team. When you get to this level, you have a lot of guys that can start, and guys that can score, and that can get in the way of winning. I've been on teams in the past where we weren't as talented, but we won because we all realized that if we come together, we can win. So I think if we can have that same mentality on this team, we can get the job done.
What makes you confident that this team can do that?
Right.
Because like you said, there is a ton of talent on this team.
Right. I mean, just in open gyms, just in workouts, you see guys, making shot after shot or making moves that you've never seen before. Guys like Kyrie, Gordon, Jason, Jalen, with how good they are. Al, the veteran that he is, Baines, the leader that he is. So when you see that, and you also see the character the guys have and how much we bond together, even though we're a professional team, I think it gives you confidence.
When you guys were running 5-on-5 games, I'm assuming you were on the Skins team? Because this is the first time I've seen you wear a shirt all summer.
No, we had jerseys. We had pennies.
Well, it's interesting. The nickname for you with this, your teammates, is they call you the Ox. Tell us, what do your workouts look like? What does your diet consist of?
I think I've had a lot of good strength trainers in the past that have just helped me to get better. So, just whatever they think is best. For me, it's just really about mobility now. I think it's easy for me to put on muscle, so I try to just make sure that I'm moving well, that I'm staying flexible, and helping that translate to the court. And then eating-wise, it's not that I'm just eating grass all day, but
no, then you really would be an Ox.
That's true. That is true. But I think it's just eating simple things, trying to cut out fast food, trying to cut out things that are fried, and then from there, I think the rest is just God-given.
So you're saying I shouldn't do what I did last night with the fried food?
Would you do McDonald's?
Oh, no. I got some takeout from the North End.
Oh, China House?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Clearly, we know all about the fried food.
I don't want to talk about it.
I know.
Well, we're getting some fan questions in. We have one from Justin. What areas of your craft did you focus on when you were working out with Drew Hanlon this offseason?
People love asking about Drew.
He's a big name in the workout world, man.
He is. He's one of the best for sure. Just working on my jump shot. That was the thing we focused on from day one to the day I left, was just shooting the ball consistently and me getting confident in my shot. I think in the past I was a good shooter, but sometimes it's easy for your shot to change throughout the year and get into a new place. So working with you was just making it, trying to make it consistent, have something for me to fall back on in my mind to be able to adjust my shot even when I'm not working out with him.
I'm excited to watch it this season.
Yeah.
When I heard amazing, when you answered what your three-point shot feels like, the bar's set pretty high right now, so I'm ready to watch it. We only have a few days until we get to watch it. So
I know, seriously, quick turnaround. But Shemi, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. And everyone, we will have Marcus Smart coming up next.